Are you better than you were 6 months ago? Are you better than you were a year ago? Like, that's really what matters. What we're doing has value in people's lives. Pressure is what makes people better.
In that case, let's have some fun.
It's gonna be a great year for everybody who wants it to be. So, if you're not passionate about coaching, if you're not passionate about jiu-jitsu, or if you're not passionate about helping people, I would encourage you to not do this too. So a lot of this course is about me having you really ask yourself, like what Kisa was just doing with the values, to be honest with yourself. What really does drive you? What do you really want to be doing? Because if you're not passionate about it, you won't be successful. And if you're passionate about something else, you could be successful at that thing. When Kisa started yoga, when I started martial arts, nobody told me that there was a possibility of making a living doing that thing. I worked construction and I spent our money paying to do martial arts. And that's what I thought the relationship was supposed to be. I go do a job that I don't really like that much in order to make this paper, and then I take this paper and I give it to somebody else to do the things that I do want to do. I didn't realize it can go in reverse. Are you better than you were 6 months ago? Are you better than you were a year ago? Like, that's really what matters. In life, in general, comparing yourself to other people is not a fair measure. Like, it's apples and oranges. Like that you can't use that as your guide. Okay, it has to be you versus you. Pat, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Yes. Cody, you be here on Sunday. How many times do I say that to you guys? Every single day, every single time I see you guys. Okay, why? Because I want you to be here, right? Like, none of this is like secret. For some of you, you're hearing it for the first time, you're going, oh, that's why he does it? Yeah, I mean, it's totally transparent. Everything we do, every business practice that exists within this gym is completely transparent. I will talk with any student at any time about anything we do. How come you don't put the prices on the website? Why isn't there a schedule on the website? I'll tell you if you want to sit down and have a conversation. I'll explain to you why. But keep them coming. Don't let them break that routine. That's the next one, broken routine. The number one reason for a broken routine outside of injury is relationships. Damn relationships. Okay? I have so many stories about this one. I could go on forever. Any man, well, they're boys when they come to me. Any boy who comes to me and starts doing jiu-jitsu, they get confident. They get self-assured. They get a little bit fit. Girls start to notice them. They start to get old enough to where they notice girls. And then the next thing I know, hey, I haven't seen Dakota in a while. Like 2 years. Dakota, 2 years. Until the relationship fails. Why? Because they stopped doing what made them attractive, what they loved. It doesn't have to be jiu-jitsu, but you have to be passionate about something. Who wants to date a milquetoast vanilla guy who's got no interest outside of just following you around? Nobody. Nobody wants that. You want to be with somebody who has interests, who's passionate about life, who is excited about things. This happens over and over again to me. And the reason I get so worked up about it is because it's always guys, they're getting good. They're really starting to get into it. And then, gone. Gone. Okay? So, oh yeah, there's my own son. 17. You know where he is right now? I don't either, but it's with Simone somewhere. Okay? This slide is like 8 years old, 6 years old. It's even funnier now. But so probably every week I get a text message from somebody that's either visiting somewhere or moving somewhere, and they say, hey, do you know, is there an SBG in blank? Which is a funny thing, right? They never said to me, do you know if there's a jiu-jitsu school in blank? They always say, do you know, is there an SBG? So, and a lot of times there is, and then sometimes there aren't, and then I say, you know what? Go in, if there's not an SBG, here's what you do. You want to know if it's the right place for you. Go into their gym and watch a class. Don't watch what the teacher teaches. Go in, watch a class, And then I want you to think about the composition of the mat. Was it all male? Were they all in their 20s? Was everybody fit? Or was it people in their 50s and 60s and people in their 20s, men and women, doctors, lawyers, and construction workers? That will tell you all you need to know. And almost every single time, you will know immediately when you walk into a MMA or jiu-jitsu school if it's the place for you.